up on NAZ Today, wet weather means dangerous roads, and we have tips on safe driving this season.
And find out the challenges emergency operators face when you dial 911.
Plus, Code Talkers are awarded gold medals for sending messages to World War II troops.
Good evening and welcome to NAZ Today. I'm community anchor Randy Fendley.
And I'm student anchor Aurelia Quaddy. Thanks for joining us.
Some northern Arizona property owners have moved a step closer to a resolution to a 40-year-old problem. Today, a Senate committee passed a bill that corrects an error. In 1960, 25 properties in Mountain Air were incorrectly surveyed. That placed those properties inside the Forest Service boundaries. The bill, sponsored by Congress members Ann Kirkpatrick and Paul Gosar, passed the House in June. Kirkpatrick says the situation has imposed an economic hardship on these property owners and hopes the full Senate will vote for the bill.
Well, 911 is the last line of emergency help for many people, and we often forget about the real people on the other end of the line. NAZ Today spoke to Chantel Mitchell, a 911 operator who answers emergency calls on a daily basis.
Whenever somebody calls, it's usually pretty dire to them. It's different every day. I enjoy coming into work because I never know what to expect. Every day can be a challenge, or it can just be more of a relaxed kind of day where it's pretty much normal traffic, but normal traffic for us is intense for anyone else. So we have to remain the calm in the storm at all times. And so I've talked to mothers, that have their adult children that are overdosing, and they're telling us, the whole story about how they got to that point, just trying to keep, these parents calm while medics are coming at the same time. So it can be very challenging to try to remain calm in, a massive situation. And so when I talk to friends and family, I give them, maybe an overview of my day, but I hardly ever go into specifics. But I think that that's the most rewarding part of the job, is to know that somebody got there, help was received, and everything turned out okay.
Thousands of suspected child abuse cases reported in Arizona over the past 4 years have gone uninvestigated. The cases reported to a statewide hotline were classified as not requiring investigations. Since 2009, officials investigated 1,000 of the 6,000 cases reported. Governor Jan Brewer learned of the problem last week, and sources say that the discovery upset her. Problems came to light after a police agency contacted child welfare investigators in August asking for a status report. Children's Action Alliance says the problems should have been uncovered during routine reviews.
And by the look of today's weather, winter has arrived, which also means dangerous driving conditions. It's important for drivers to be prepared for winter driving conditions in the upcoming months. The Arizona Department of Transportation has tips for drivers on the roads of northern Arizona to keep them safe this season. So first, slow down, be patient when driving, and plan for some extra travel time. Never pass a snowplow that's clearing snow, and stay at least 4 car lengths behind. Carry an emergency preparedness kit in your car that includes blankets, extra clothes, a flashlight, ice scraper, hazard warning lights or reflectors, and maybe some granola bars. And have tire chains and snow cables in your vehicle. And lastly, brake slowly to avoid any jerking of your steering wheel.
One NAU group takes a stand against uranium mining in northern Arizona.
Also, students across Arizona come together against smoking. We'll be right back.
More than a mild annoyance, it could be a sign of a much deeper problem with your sleep pattern. If you suffer from sleep disturbances, trust the Mountain Heart Sleep Center in Flagstaff for effective treatment. With a full-time staff led by Dr. Stephen Marks, your corrective care is immediate with no need for a referral. And they're the #1 accredited sleep center in northern Arizona. Mountain Heart Sleep Center, for a good night's rest.
Hi, I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the latest cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste with 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste, 60% less sugar.
Yeah, I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Let me get the camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna.
Yes, they're gonna be so proud.
Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
On Wednesday, Congress awarded gold medals to honor Code Talkers who used their native languages to send messages to Allied troops during World War II. In a ceremony many believed years overdue, 33 Native American tribes received recognition. Those include members of the Hopi and Navajo nations of northern Arizona. In their fight for freedom, Code Talkers saved countless lives. They could transmit in seconds secret battlefield messages, and enemy forces never broke their code.
One more obstacle to the merger between U.S. Airways and American Airlines. A lawyer from San Francisco filed a lawsuit today suing both airlines, saying he believes the merger would reduce competition and boost fares, a claim similar to a suit filed by the U.S. Justice Department. However, the government settled that suit last week. If the joining of these airline giants occurs, it will create the world's largest airline. Meanwhile, closer to home, customers flying out of Pulliam Airport still cannot use their small portable electronics on takeoff and landing. U.S. Airways says they are working to get approval for regional flights as soon as possible.
An NAU student group took a stand against uranium mining in northern Arizona at a press conference earlier today. Reporter Aggie Cuffrin met up with group member Sienna Chapman to find out more.
Uranium mining has occurred on the Colorado Plateau for nearly a century. I'm here with Sienna Chapman from NAU Against Uranium, who's hosting a press conference this Thursday. What can you tell us about this conference?
Our primary goal with this particular conference is to raise awareness about an issue that's very pertinent here in Flagstaff. In the Kaibab National Forest near the Grand Canyon, there's a uranium mine that was proposed and approved back in 1986 and is now under question again. With this conference, we intend to raise awareness about the issue.
Why should we care about uranium mining near the Grand Canyon?
The Grand Canyon is one of our most important resources here, I think. It's gorgeous. People come from all over the world just to see it. And with a mine in place near there, it's possible that the mine could contaminate the aquifers that feed into the seeps and springs in the canyon, which would be devastating.
Critics would say that we have a right to this resource, and to not have mining would put a lot of people out of jobs. What's your response to this?
With this mine in particular, it's not actually in operation yet, so there's no one working there, and if it didn't open, no one would be losing the jobs that they don't have at the moment. The main issue with this particular mine is that the EIS statement is outdated. It was over 20 years ago that this impact statement was approved, which is before my lifetime. There's an entire generation that's been excluded from this approval process.
Thank you, Sienna. For more information on uranium issues in northern Arizona, visit naztoday.com, where we'll have links posted. For NAZ Today, I'm Aggie Cuffrin.
Well, the Great American Smokeout to help people quit smoking starts today.
And students in Coconino County and throughout the state will be participating in the smokeout to encourage people to kick their addictive habit.
Arizona's Anti-Tobacco Youth Coalition, called Students Taking a New Direction, is partnering with the American Lung Association to publicize their efforts.
Stand members will be holding events all over the state to promote the positive benefits of living a smoke-free lifestyle.
Quitting smoking can save your life. It reduces the risk for lung cancer and other types of cancer as well.
Cardiovascular disease, a lot of respiratory illnesses, and in particular it also helps protect children from various secondhand smoke exposure related illnesses such as asthma.
But kicking the habit is not easy. According to the Surgeon General, nicotine may be as addictive as heroin or cocaine. Fortunately, there are a variety of tools that can help people quit.
Number one, the quit lines. Each state has a quit line. Other options for just behavioral support would be online tools such as those offered through American Lung Association, American Cancer Society, and other groups.
And there are other therapies.
whether it's nicotine gum or lozenges or some of the other medications such as Zyban or Chantix.
According to the American Cancer Society, it takes the average smoker about 3 to 5 attempts before they can finally quit. But it's worth the effort because 10 years after quitting, your risk of dying from lung cancer is about half of that of a person who currently smokes.
To show you how big it is.
For NAZ Today, I'm Trevor Anthony.
If you would like more information on quitting tobacco use, visit naztoday.com.
Having some wet weather outside, but will it get cold enough to bring some snow? Meteorologist Lee Born has the answer coming up in weather.
And sports reporter Brooke Cowell will give us a playoff update for the NAU football team. Stay with us.
I was an ordinary guy, but I switched to Suddenlink's new internet, and now I can't stop being awesome because it's the fastest in town. Downloads, uploads, any kind of load, everything just flows at speeds 13 times faster than phone company DSL. Even when the whole family is online, there's no buffering. With DSL, we were suffering. Yep, anything the phone company can do, I can do faster. Now that I have the next big thing from Suddenlink. Now that I have a house full of easy.
I already knew that I was going to go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science, become the mayor or something, make the situation better for other people. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
Tonight's NAZ Today weather is brought to you in part by Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac in Flagstaff.
All right, it's all about to get happening. We've had a couple days of some pretty light moisture up on the San Francisco Peaks today. Got some video. Snow did start coming down around midday. Snow levels today, 8,500 feet. We're still way ahead of the main storm system, but a little bit of snow on the ground is a nice sight to see. A lot of excitement in the air around town for sure. We switch it over to the regional radar right now. Here we are in Flagstaff, and we put this thing into motion, and really not a lot happening as far as rain. Some light rain has moved off to the north. The bulk of the rain is still coming in from the southwest. We'll take a better look at that in just a second, but I want to take it downtown to student forecaster Alexa Dumidi, who is downtown for us. Hope you're staying warm out there, Alexa. And have you been able to talk to anybody, getting a vibe around town? And is there any moisture coming down where you're at?
You know, Lee, the vibe down here is that everyone's really cold. I've talked to a few people around town, and everyone's really excited for the storm that we're going to see. ADOT actually tweeted just before this that the snow's coming down just west of Williams. But if we take a look at the temperature where I'm at right now, we're sitting just under 40 degrees as temperatures continue to drop downtown. It's cold out here, and for a Thursday in Flagstaff, there's not a whole lot of people out and about. But I think that snow is coming in just after this rain that we saw this afternoon, although it's not raining where I'm at right now. Pretty dry. But I'm pretty cold out here, so I'm going to send it back into the studio to you.
All right, Alexa, thanks a bunch. Get warm out there. Okay, so it's under 30 degrees right now, just barely, and we really didn't have a lot of fluctuation in our temperatures today. 41 our high, 39 degrees our morning low, 0.18 of an inch of precip. So precip the last couple days have been under 0.2 of an inch, but there is abundant moisture on the way, and this storm is going to be a big moisture producer here. And here we are, California coast. Watch over the last 12 hours or so. The storm system spinning up, just developing off the central Southern California coast. And look at this moisture plume moving in for us. We're going to see some heavy rain develop here as we make our way into the later evening hours. And for the next 24 hours is going to be the bulk, heaviest precipitation of this storm system. And we could see a couple inches of rain in the next 24 hours. Snow levels are going to remain above 8,500 feet, but the storm system's not going anywhere. It's going to remain here all the way through the day on Friday, Saturday, and then finally cross the state on Sunday. So we'll see the rain turn to snow not till tomorrow night, more than 24 hours away. I think late Friday evening going into Saturday. But we have a lot of precipitation to get through between now and then. And here's a better look at the close-up radar, and you can see this bulk of moisture just beginning to get pumped in. Around midnight tonight, all the way through the day tomorrow, very heavy rainfall is forecast across the state. Once again, we take a look at the model forecast with the precipitation over the next several days. And here we are in Arizona in these very hot colors. This is all 3 to 6 inches, and they do have a bullseye right along the eastern Mogollon Rim of 5.5 inches of rain. Here in Flagstaff, we're kind of on the fringe of this orangey pink area, and I think that puts us right around 3 inches of liquid water, couple inches of which at least are going to come down in the form of rain before it turns to snow late tomorrow. So over the next 24 hours with a lot of heavy precipitation in the forecast, we do have flood watches. This is pulled right off the National Weather Service page, and Yavapai County, Gila County, all the south central deserts are all under a flood watch. 3 to 5 inches of rainfall expected in the next 24 hours. This flood watch goes all the way until Saturday morning. Nothing really going on for us as far as watches or warnings in Flagstaff, and that's because there's just an inch or two of rain coming, and then by the time it turns to snow, it's not going to be all that much because a bulk of the moisture has come. But believe me, up on the San Francisco peaks, they're going to get a lot, and then the higher peaks of the eastern Mogollon Rim, the White Mountains are going to get some. There's a winter weather advisory up in Page, who can see some snow. There's some colder air up in northern Arizona. Page could even see some snow overnight tonight. Not a whole lot of snow, but the high mountains are going to get footage of snow with this storm system. Temperature right now 39 degrees, cloudy skies, 92% humidity. Overnight tonight, heavy rain for us here in or not heavy rain, excuse me, 34 degrees, steady rain, becoming heavy overnight. Snow level remains up around 8,500 feet. It's going to be dumping up on the San Francisco peaks. Heavy rain through the day tomorrow. Snow level around 7,500 feet, still above town for us in Flagstaff. It's tomorrow night when the rain turns to snow. And when the rain turns to snow is going to really dictate how much snow we do get in town when we wake up on Saturday morning. More on that in a second. High temperature in Flagstaff, 39, I already said that, 53 Sedona, 51 Payson, 52 Winslow. Wet statewide here as we make our way through the day. Okay, so rain turns to snow somewhere Friday night into early Saturday morning. Stays snow. Snow levels get down around 6,500 feet through the day on Saturday. I think between the Friday night through today Saturday time frame, we're 4 to 8 inches in town. Snow showers continue Sunday, little additional accumulation. So 4 to 8 in town, and whole lot more on the peaks. 2, 3, 4 feet of snow. Down in Sedona, heavy rain tonight, tomorrow, some rain showers on Saturday, and I think you're looking at 3+ inches of rain, temperatures in the 50s. We're out of the storm system by Monday and for much of next week, although there's another possible storm around Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow. With everybody traveling and everything?
Yeah, so we'll cross that bridge when it comes, but we got a long way to go with this storm system.
All right, sounds good. I'm sure the kids are going to be so excited.
Yeah, totally.
All right, that sounds good. Thanks.
Okay, Brooke, so what's going on with NAU football? Do you think they're going to make the playoffs? What can we expect?
You know, well, they pretty much have a playoff spot seated for them, but I'll let you know all about that coming up.
Hi, I'm Terry Markson. As seasons change, so does the inventory at Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac. We've got Northern Arizona's biggest selection of always changing certified pre-owned vehicles. All receive a thorough 172-point vehicle inspection, a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty, and 2 years of free maintenance, including all oil changes. You can count on our certified pre-owns just as you can count on our relaxed, no-pressure environment. Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac, real hometown value.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Starting things off on the court, the NAU girls volleyball team have their last 2 home games of the season this weekend and are trying to hold their ground and get a better seed for a playoff spot. The Jacks take on North Dakota tonight. Last time these two faced each other, NAU won in 3 games, but that's not going to let them affect their play. The game started at 6 o'clock. Then the Jacks will travel down to northern Colorado to face the Bears for their last game of the season. The game went into 5 with the Jacks coming out with the loss last time these two played, but the Jacks are hoping to get the win to finish their season. The game starts at 7 on Saturday night at northern Colorado. Moving to the hoops, NAU men's basketball has their first home season game this weekend. The Jacks currently have a 1-3 record, but that doesn't show how the Jacks have been playing. They have had a few good runs, just haven't been able to finish. Let's get out and support our Jacks as they take on San Diego Christian this Saturday at 3 o'clock in the Sky Dome. If you can't make it to the game, you can also watch it live on Fox Sports Arizona. Going to women's basketball, after a tough loss last week to Hawaii, the Lady Jacks are hoping to get back on track to get the win and make their record 1-1. The Jacks will be taking on UTEP tomorrow night at 6 o'clock at UTEP. Moving up to the professional level, the Phoenix Suns took on the Sacramento Kings last night and couldn't quite get the final. In the fourth quarter, with Sacramento up 89-73 with 6.5 to play, Isaiah Thomas with the tough finish to put the Kings up 18. Fourth quarter, 102-94, Sacramento. Phoenix trailing by 8 with 1:20 to play, and Goran Dragic takes it coast to coast and will make the score 102-96 Kings. Still fourth quarter, Grievous Vasquez with the shot clock goes up for 3 and shoots an air ball. But the Kings go on to win the game 102-96. This game gives the Suns a 5-6 record. And moving to the ice, goalies generally save a shot with their stick or hand, but in today's top play of the day, I have something a little different for you. Columbus Blue Jackets face the Calgary Flames. In the first period, Columbus has the power play. Jack Johnson has the puck and takes the shot, but rookie goalie Rito Barra saves it with his foot. Let's take another look at this because I've never seen something like this before. Shot's taken, and as he is falling, he kicks the puck to save the goal. We're going to finish things off on the gridiron with NAU Jacks football team. The Jacks are traveling to southern Utah this Saturday for their final game of the regular season. The Jacks have not made a playoff game in 10 years, but this year seems to be different. I went to Coach Sowers to see how he felt about this week's game and how he and the team are approaching it.
Well, it's a huge game for us, and the season's playing out the way you kind of want it to. But at the end of the year, you're playing for something. Our guys have it all on the line, so it's going to be a great matchup between two teams that are very motivated and hungry. I think we're very similar in a lot of ways, and it's going to be a classic football game outside in the weather.
If the team wins Saturday's game, they will receive a bye next week into playoffs, but if they lose, they will most likely be playing in the Sky Dome next week. And even though playoffs are on everyone's mind here at NAU, Sowers has a different take on this week's game.
We're not using the P word this week, so we're just focused on southern Utah, and then the rest of everything else will take care of itself.
This Saturday's game will kick off at 1 o'clock at southern Utah, but you can also catch that game on the radio at 99.3 if you want.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to see what ends up happening, and hopefully they'll come back to play a game here.
Definitely. Them even making the playoffs is a huge...
It's been a while since we've had some NAU playoff football here.
10 years ago, I was 11.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. I was a lot older than that.
Seems like yesterday to me.
All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.
For over 20 years, and with more than 65,000 success stories, Coconino Community College is vital to your future.
I'm Gary Smith. I earned my basic detention officer certificate at CCC and worked at the county jail in Flagstaff. More recently, I enrolled in a welding class. This lifelong learner is proud to support CCC.
With your support, Coconino Community College will remain efficient, effective, and excellent.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all living united to ensure the academic success of millions of kids in our communities all the way to graduation day. But that won't happen without you. So take the pledge at unitedway.org. Make a difference in the life of a child. Suit up like your favorite NFL players and become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor with United Way.
Ready to follow your dreams? Let Northern Arizona University chart your course with local classes at more than 30 campuses statewide.
My NAU is in the Valley.
My NAU is in Mojave County. Convenient, affordable, with accredited degree programs.
My NAU is in Tucson.
My NAU is on the reservation.
The extended campuses of Northern Arizona University, statewide, online, and in Flagstaff.
Hi, my name is PFC Levi Silverthorne, stationed with Combined Task Force Dragoon in Kandahar, Afghanistan. I'd like to wish my mom, my dad, and my family and friends in Arizona happy holidays and a happy new year. I love you and I'll see you soon.
Hi, I'm First Lieutenant Vincent Curry from 5 Meadowlawn, Afghanistan. I would like to wish my friends at the Yavapai Broadcasting Station in Arizona a wonderful holidays. See you guys soon.
All right, let's talk more about the weather, shall we? Because this is a lot to digest here. We got a lot of rain overnight tonight through the day tomorrow. Snow levels do not drop off till town here in Flagstaff sometime Friday night or early Saturday, depending when the snow levels do drop off is whether we're at the lower end of 4 to 8 inches or the higher end of that snow total. And I think 4 to 8 inches is kind of by the time it's all said and done Sunday. And Sunday really is no additional accumulation. It does look like some lighter snow through the day Saturday. The heaviest precipitation coming through here in the next 24 to 36 hours, and most of it being rain. Chilly, wet, snowy weekend for us here, and I couldn't be happier about it. For you down in Sedona, you're in that flood watch area, and 3+ inches of rain is in the forecast. And for anybody down in the flood watch region, you know, streams, creeks, rivers will be running high, and normally dry washes and stream beds will be prone to some flash flooding, and also burn areas as well below Yarnell. And so if you live in any of those areas, please be careful. And also, traveling across northern Arizona will be difficult this weekend. And if you can make other plans, don't do it.
All right. Thanks, Lee. All right, so take a look at this. Scientists believe a meteorite that was discovered in northern Africa is from Mars. Apparently, it is nearly 4.5 billion years old. Hard to believe. They've nicknamed the stone Black Beauty. It has 10 to 30 times more water in it than any other Martian meteorite ever found. Scientists believed it formed during Mars's first 100 million years of existence. One researcher says it's a good place to start looking for evidence of past life on the red planet.
And now for the birth of a cuddly kind in Tbilisi, Georgia. Good things come in threes. A rare white Bengal tiger has given birth to 3 cubs at the Tbilisi Zoo. White tigers are considered critically endangered and are rarely reported in captivity.
White tigers, beautiful. And that 4.5 billion year old rock, Brooke was only 10 then.
Oh, they were the tigers now. We can see that.
I'm just not excited for all this rain and snow.
Yeah,
I mean, it is November, but it's still...
You can't say that to the weather guy.
Sorry, Lee.
Come on.
Come on, get on board.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow.